What's going on, guys? Juice Messi here and welcome to a brand new video and welcome to your daily dose of transfer gossip. And today is the Thursday, the 31st of May. And we have got a lot of confirmed deals to look at today as well as the potential rumours. So just before we get started, as always, if you enjoyed the video and enjoy transfers, show support by leaving a like rating. That'd be absolutely awesome and greatly appreciated. If you're new to my channel, press the subscribe button for more and press the notifications tab next to it to receive an alert every single time I upload a video. If you missed yesterday's video, down below in that description box, every single day at 8 AM is a transfer video. If it's a second upload, that'd be 9 PM. And the comment section below, with the World Cup just a few weeks away now and we've seen all the kits for it, what is your favourite football kit of all time? Let me know your answers down below. And very quickly I want to address something I saw in the comment section the other day, and someone had like a suggestion for the videos by saying, can I potentially rate each individual source that I use for the videos on newspapers and different websites? I try to do that as much as I possibly can. Like for example, if there's a rumour from the Metro, I tend to say it's quite unreliable, but for some, I'm honestly not too sure. But again, for the sources that I know are very reliable or unreliable, I'll try to let you know. Right, let's jump on to confirmed deals. And the very first one is going to be Andre Hahn. Yesterday he joined Augsburg in the Bundesliga from Hamburg, and the fee is undisclosed apparently, but some sites are saying around 3 million euros. And I can't remember what FIFA Ultimate Team it was, but back in the day, he used to be a decent player on foot. Then we got on to a new player for Schalke, being Skibiski. I've definitely said that one wrong, but yesterday he joined Schalke from Union Berlin for 3.5 million euros. And so far in this transfer window, Schalke have been pretty busy and starting to bring in some more players. Then we got on to one for Fiorentina, being Pizea, joined the club now on a permanent basis from Real Betis after being there on loan last season, and the fee is 9 million euros. And the final one on this page, a very good one for Newcastle fans, being Dubravka, the Slovakian goalkeeper. He joined them on loan back in January from Sparta Prague, and a lot of people, including myself, I didn't know what to expect from him, but he came in and he had some incredible performances. And he helped earn them quite a few very important points because obviously they had a good finish to the season and I believe they came mid-table, but before that, they were quite close to the relegation zone. He cost them £4 million and signed a 4-year contract until 2022, and in this market, that's some great business. And moving on to the next page, and the very first one's going to be Michael Dawson going to Nottingham Forest, returning to them I should say, from Hull City on a free transfer, and he signed a 2-year contract. And he did play for Nottingham Forest for a very long time, in fact, starting in 1997 as a youth player up until 2005, just before joining Tottenham. And now some 13 years later he's gone back to them against a free deal. And now we've got a Chelsea legend being John Terry, and now a former Aston Villa player. So 1 year ago he joined them on a free transfer, and now he's already leaving. There were talks just before the playoff final on Saturday against Fulham, saying potentially if they got promoted, he'll get a new deal. But they lost that game and Fulham went up. Aston Villa though, it could be in a bit of trouble now. I haven't fully read up on it, but I did see an article suggesting about financial fair play and stuff, and they might have to sell some players, and it will probably lose a lot. And now John Terry will be a free agent looking for a new club, or he may even decide to retire. And next up we go on to Fernando Torres, and this one, it hasn't been fully announced just yet, but it was somewhat leaked. There were a lot of suggestions saying he'd be going to MLS this summer on a free transfer after it was confirmed he'd be leaving Atletico Madrid, and now he's going to the same league as Iniesta, going to Japan. The team here supposedly joining is going to be Sagan Tosu, who I think the FIFA legend back on FIFA 12 being El Kabir, I believe he used to play for them at one point, and the reason we do know this now is that because on the J-League website they announced it and then deleted it. And the final confirmed is going to a French player called Mukiele going to Leipzig in the Bundesliga. He's joining from Montpellier in France for 16 million euros on a 5-year deal. And that FIFA older team card there, by the way, that's his current head-to-head stats. Like on FIFA 18, he's a silver right back, I think it is, obviously playing for Montpellier, but on head-to-head he's now a centre back, 76 rated, 81 pace, and might be a bit of a beast at the start of FIFA 19. Right, that's the confirmed deals done today. Let's move on to potential rumours, and the very first one is according to the Daily Express. Chelsea's deal to appoint Sarri is now close to collapsing after Napoli still insist on paying his full £7 million release clause. I mentioned in yesterday's episode that basically Sarri is no longer Napoli manager, but he's still getting paid by them. They brought in Ancelotti to replace him, it's all been announced and whatnot, and again Sarri's currently doesn't actually have a club to manage, but Chelsea to get him now, they have to somewhat pay a transfer fee. And it seems they don't really want to do that, so Conte may stay in charge for another year after wait and see, and reports in Italy were suggesting that Chelsea have already had meetings with Laurent Blanc. And now we've got a very strange one, and I'm not gonna lie, I don't think it will happen whatsoever, but I saw it, I was like, you know what, I've got to put it out in today's video. So basically, the president of a third-tier Italian side called Rimini FC have offered to take Liverpool goalkeeper Loris Karius on a year-long loan deal as a gift for his birthday. His birthday, by the way, is just a couple weeks' time on the 22nd of June, and it also goes on to say a 24-year-old German goalkeeper can rediscover calm and his self-belief after his Champions League final disaster. And again, it won't happen at all, but the official club website on Rimini FC, it does actually say that. And now another very short update regarding Emre Can's future at Liverpool, and definitely coming to a close now. So according to Sky Italy today, Juventus are confident they'll complete the signing of the Liverpool midfielder Emre Can by the end of the week. And the final one on this page is an update from yesterday's episode, according to Mundo Deportivo. West Ham are in talks with Barcelona with a view to sign the 22-year-old Brazilian centre-back, Marlon Santos. He is currently halfway through a 2-year loan deal to Nice in France, but could be cut short if a deal is actually agreed with West Ham, and the apparent fee yesterday was 20 million euros. And going on to page number 2 then, the first one's quite interesting, and it's according to a Bola in Portugal. Bayern's Renato Sanchez is reportedly on the brink of rejoining Benfica on loan for next season. And the last 2 years haven't really gone to plan for him because he made a massive money move to Bayern in the first place from Benfica. I think it's like 30 million euros or very close to that. And he also won the Golden Boy Award, so has still got a lot of potential about him and has still got time on his side. Just he needs first team football and he needs to get his head back in the game. Because his first season for Bayern wasn't fantastic, but again, he's still very young at the time. Their last season spent on loan to Swansea City, and the less said about that, probably the better. And a couple of weeks ago, there were quite a few suggestions saying he'd be staying at Bayern for next season and kind of give him like some kind of second chance, but by the looks of it, he's going back to Portugal already. And moving on to the next one according to Sky Sports News, Wolves are said to activate Benik Afobe's £12.5 million release clause, allowing the Bournemouth striker to return to Molineux on a permanent basis. It's also a very similar situation to Willy Bolly, the centre-back, who they haven't announced just yet, but apparently FC Porto and Wolves are working on it for around £10 million. That's also turning from a loan to a permanent. And now a very interesting one and a very short one according to Sky Italia, said AS Roma's sporting director Monchi may have met with Jean-Michel Seri's representatives in Monaco yesterday. A couple of weeks ago he was linked to Arsenal and Chelsea, and obviously last time was linked to Barca. He ended up staying with Nice for another season, and apparently it would take 40 million euros to get him. And the final player on this page is going to be Marko Arnautovic, linked to Manchester United again, this time according to Sky Sports. Manchester United are interested in West Ham forward Marko Arnautovic, who cost at least £50 million. I think it was this time last week, in fact, I mentioned Arnautovic to United, but the other player linked to him at the time was Mandzukic from Juve. It seems they want quite a physical player, like a tall player on the left-hand side, which alternatively could also play as a striker. And the potential replacement for Arnautovic at West Ham, this one's according to Calcio Mercato. AC Milan's Fabio Borini has reportedly emerged as a possible transfer target for West Ham United this summer. He only joined AC Milan 1 year ago on a permanent basis, and I don't really think it's gone too well for him. So move away, it could do some good for him, and he has got Premier League experience playing for Liverpool and also Sunderland. Although saying Premier League experience, like especially for Liverpool, he hardly ever played for us, and when he did, he wasn't that great. And the article also doesn't suggest any kind of fee. Next up, according to RMC Sport, they are suggesting that Bayern, Tottenham and Atletico Madrid are all interested in Florian Thauvin, and all three clubs could be set to make a bid this summer. The player's priority though is to stay, and talks for a new contract will start in the next few days. He's definitely had a very good couple of seasons for Marseille, and you can understand why there's interest in him. Obviously this time at Newcastle didn't really work out too well, but since returning to Marseille, he's been fantastic. He's also got into the France team for the upcoming World Cup in Russia, and definitely turned his career around. And in regards to value, I'm not sure how much it would cost. And moving on to an article from TalkSport, they say Real Madrid are favourites to beat Arsenal to the signature of Atletico Madrid defender Jose Jimenez, and they're set to activate his £53 million release clause. And the final rumour on this page is according to the Daily Mirror, Arsenal still hope to sign Socrates, Lichtsteiner and Sionku before the World Cup starts. It does seem that Lichtsteiner out of all three is the first one to sign for them, because according to Sky Italia and pretty much every single outlet today, Arsenal are on the verge of signing the Juventus defender on a 1-year deal with the option to extend for an extra year. And now we've got quite a few updates regarding Fekir and a potential move to Liverpool. So the first one is according to Le Parisien, saying breaking news, Liverpool have made a bid for Fekir. The club have bid €60 million, which is £52.6 million, and the player would like to have his future settled before the start of the World Cup. $60 million, however, it may not be enough to land him. The interest from Liverpool is urgent, and Fekir to Liverpool remains a strong possibility, although Lyon are not in any hurry to sell him. But then David Maddock, who works for the Mirror, has said that no bid has been made just yet for Fekir, contrary to reports in France. No formal offer so far, but the Reds are keen to tie up a deal before the World Cup starts. And Fekir has apparently met with the Lyon president and told him he wishes to leave the club. And some other outlets are saying it's pretty much done now, and it's more of a matter of when, not if. And next up, according to L'Equipe in France, Higuain is wanted by Chelsea and PSG, and if he was to go to Chelsea, Morata will replace him at Juventus. And it does seem Juve are definitely open to selling Higuain this summer, and the fee I imagine will be quite a big one because remember a couple of years ago they paid around £80 million. And now we're going to some reports from Italian journalists today, saying that Man City have agreed a €48 million fee with Napoli for Jorginho. The midfielder is said to earn €4.5 million a year, and talks are going well. And in fact, Sky Italy is saying the same thing by saying Man City are now in advanced talks to sign the midfielder, City offering €46 million, Napoli want at least 50. And you can pretty much guarantee that City are happy to pay the extra €4 million to get him, and for $50 million in this market, I think it's a good deal. And next up, according to Sport, French defender Lenglet is close to joining Barcelona on a €35 million deal plus $3 million bonuses, and that is from fellow La Liga side Sevilla. And now we've got a very short one according to Gazzetta dello Sport in Italy, saying that Inter will have to pay €40 million, £34.8 million, for Barca's 25-year-old Brazilian midfielder Rafinha, who was on loan to the Serie A club last season. And moving on to a legend of the game being Gianluigi Buffon, and according to CDS today, Buffon is set to sign a 2-year contract with PSG, and the announcement will be made soon. And in that 2-year contract he'll be earning €8 million per season. And some reports were saying that Buffon, if he does go to PSG, he won't even be the starting goalkeeper, like he'll be a backup, and I imagine after that, go into a coaching role. And now we have a very short update regarding Mahrez's future at Leicester and his move to City. So according to Manchester Evening News, his £60 million move to City could be completed within days. It seems to be a £60 million deal up front and 15 million bonuses, so 75 total. And the second to last one today is a very interesting one about Gareth Bale. So reports in Spain are suggesting that Bundesliga side Bayern are willing to let David Alaba go to Real Madrid if it means they can sign the Welsh international. Bale threw his future into doubt after the Champions League final against Liverpool by suggesting potentially he may be considering his future at the club. And now Spanish outlet Don Balon, who by the way is not really that reliable in my opinion, they're saying they're Bayern are ready to beat United for the Bale transfer. And AS in Spain has said Manchester United will offer Real Madrid £121.8 million for Gareth Bale. And the final rumour today could tie with the Gareth Bale rumour, in fact, being at Robert Lewandowski. So Sky Sports yesterday and pretty much every outlet did say Lewandowski has informed Bayern of his intention to leave the club, the player's agent has revealed. And the quote does say Robert feels he needs a change and a new challenge in his career. The managers of Bayern know about it. And Bild are saying the current clubs linked to him are going to be Chelsea, Paris Saint-Germain and Real Madrid. And you'd kind of wonder there, can Real Madrid and Bayern work out a deal so Bale goes to Bayern and Lewandowski goes to Real? But that guys is going to be it for this video, so as always, if you enjoyed it and enjoyed transfers, show support by leaving a like rating, it'd be absolutely awesome and greatly appreciated. If you're new to my channel, press the subscribe button for more, and press the notifications tab next to it to receive an alert every single time I upload a video. If you missed yesterday's video, down below in the description box, every single day at 8 AM is a transfer video, with the second upload at 9 PM. And finally in the comment section below, what is your favourite football kit of all time? So thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you next time.